Yo, this is Jay back with another reaction video. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff with that post notification bell. And what I'm about to be reacting to is how one girl changed SoIlluminati forever. Man, hey, this is around my era.
Up to like 2020, one of the first names that probably comes to your mind is SoIlluminati. And over the years, SoIlluminati managed to build a fan base of over 2 million people while also becoming one of the most influential black YouTubers in recent history. But some people may say that SoIlluminati's career was cut very short and he never got to reach his full potential as a YouTuber, because in the midst of all of this popularity that he was receiving, SoIlluminati would start to become more and more inconsistent on his main YouTube channel. And this is because SoIlluminati started to become very spiritual, and this will lead to him slowly drifting away from the internet completely. But all of this will start with one specific person who we're going to be mentioning a lot in this video. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. And with all of that being said, let's get into how one person ruined SoIlluminati's career. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with who SoIlluminati is, he started his YouTube career about 9 years ago back in April of 2015, and he would start gaining a lot of popularity on YouTube by playing a game called NBA 2K. And he would play this game for years on his channel, becoming one of the biggest 2K YouTubers of all time. But if you watch any of my videos before where I mentioned NBA 2K, more often than not, the creators who blow up from playing this game tend to quickly switch to a different form of content, because over the year, 2K has just become this dying game that no one really watches much anymore. So when people get a little bit of popularity from playing it, they instantly switch over to something else. And this is eventually what SoIlluminati would end up doing, because after about 2 to 3 years of playing 2K on his channel, he would officially switch over to doing more reaction style content, and this is where his career would begin to reach new heights. And he would react to a variety of content on YouTube, such as videos that were just going viral at the time, or even just regular basketball 1v1s. And SoIlluminati was always one of those YouTubers who was known for keeping it real and never sugarcoating anything. And this will lead to him getting into a bunch of beefs on YouTube over the span of his career. He's beefed with a lot of popular black YouTubers over the years, such as Flight Reacts, who he's more so friends with now, to YouTubers like Cash Nasty, and his most infamous beef of all time, DDG. And his beef with DDG is going to become a little bit more important to note later on in the video. And during the time when So was doing these reactions and story times and beefing with all of these different creators, he was really in the prime of his career and became one of the most influential black YouTubers that there is, having multiple catchy phrases that people still use to this day.
Who would you say are the 3 most influential content creators?
I'll say in my lane, I'll say SoIlluminati. So
and SoIlluminati, why him?
A lot of his terminology and lingo is still used to today. Like, that's tough. Everybody said it, but he was the one who made it I feel like he just really slept on as far as the internet being how it is and why it is today.
But everything would begin to change for SoIlluminati.
I don't know why. Brody really don't got no eyebrow. I ain't never paid no attention. Brody has no eyebrow. No dissing. You just, that's far.
In his career in the year of 2018. On June 16, 2018, SoIlluminati would post a video titled SoIlluminati First Girl Collab, and this single video would end up changing his life forever. And in this video, he would actually be reacting to his very first ever girl collab that wasn't even posted on his channel. He would do a video with a girl named OMG Yo Ash, and the two would do a video titled Put Yourself in Any Dimension. Now, I can't find this original video anywhere on YouTube because it was on Ash's channel, and I think she deleted her original channel, or the channel got deleted or something like that. But anyways, in this video, her and SoIlluminati would be talking about just a bunch of spiritual things, a world that was kind of unfamiliar with So. And while reacting to this video, So would express his interest for Ash because of how different she was than any other girl he met at the time.
When I first came across this girl, Chano, she was different than all of you, the rest of you. She different than every last one of y'all. On top of that, she got her own swag. I love her ink. She got her own tattoos, her own ideas, her own bright mindset. Y'all know how I got my own image. This is who I am. I she got so much potential. I see the potential in her.
And after expressing how much he liked her and how different she was throughout this entire 19-minute video, the two would end up beginning to do a lot of content featuring each other. And after just a few weeks of talking and doing content together, Ash would admit that she began to really take a liking into SoIlluminati. And at first it was a little hard to get So to budge into liking her back, but eventually just a short time after, he began really liking her too, and the two would eventually start dating. And this would even lead to Ash getting SoIlluminati's name tattooed on her entire arm within the first month of even knowing him.
Shit, it hurts still. I know that you just.
Some music is crazy.
This is so good.
That's a whole different little crazy.
And this is really when So should have realized that she was going to ruin his life. Because for one day, met, started talking, ended up dating, and then she got the tattoo of his name all within the first month of knowing him. And to top it all off, she didn't even get his real name, which is Javante, tattooed on her arm. She ended up getting his online name or his alias tattooed, which was SoIlluminati. And mind you, this was all within the very first month that they met.
Toxic. You could tell so it's gonna be toxic. Where's that dude right there fast? Ain't no good, man.
The original video that they did together was uploaded back on like June 16, 2018, and she would end up getting this tattoo on July 9, 2018. So we're talking about like a 2 to 3 week time span here. And after the two would officially start dating, this would lead to them doing what any other couple did during this time on YouTube, which is posting a bunch of fake pranks and things like that onto their channel. And that was really a big content switch up for SoIlluminati, because he's never done anything like that beforehand, probably because he didn't have an actual girlfriend to do that type of content with. But when he finally started dating Ash, that's when he began spamming that form of content. And it ended up working out very well for his channel in the beginning, because all of these videos and pranks that he was doing with Ash ended up going extremely viral. But in the end, Ash would end up being the demise of his channel. After he did that first original video with Ash, which was putting yourself in any dimension, because of her, he began getting deeper and deeper into spirituality. And this would lead to him creating his own spiritual channel named Spiritual Self. And this will mark the beginning of the end of SoIlluminati as we knew him. So as we mentioned earlier in the video, he will post his first video with Ash on June 16, 2018, and just a little bit over 2 months later, on August 28, 2018, he will post his very first video on his Spiritual Soul channel, and this was a simple video titled Quitting Weed Day 1 and Day 2. And So would leave a comment on this video stating that he felt like he was losing himself and he had no one else to vent to, and he just wasn't the person that he wanted to be. He wanted to start giving up all the bad habits he had in his life in order to become a better role model for the people that watched him, as well as motivating others to do the same. And after making this channel back in August of 2018, just a few months would pass before him and Ash broke up, and they did have a bad breakup. They each made videos talking very poorly about one another. This even would lead to Ash linking up with DDG, a person who SoIlluminati has had a very long beef history with. And DDG would even end up throwing a subliminal diss about SoIlluminati in one of his most popular songs, Moonwalking in Calabasas. And if you know SoIlluminati, you know he's going to respond to almost everything that involves him. He did end up responding to this whole Ash and DDG situation.
She says your dick game was so, and she had told me you broke. Oh, that's tough. Come on. That's how you want. What? Alright, oh, you swing it. I ain't doing it. I've been gone for a minute. Okay.
But even though he broke up with Ash during the early days of his spiritual journey, that would not slow him or this Spiritual Soul channel down at all. And like I said at first, this channel did originally just start off as a self-improvement channel, but it quickly became so much more than that, because over time, So started posting videos getting deeper and deeper into spirituality. These videos range from things that was as simple as meditating to some of the craziest conspiracy theories you'll ever hear.
More than 1 million kids come up missing per year. What do y'all think happened to these kids? And every time people come up missing, the more and more people come up missing, the more they release more chicken sandwiches and shit. I'm noticing that.
And it became apparent that this channel was going down like a path of quote-unquote wokeness, instead of staying true to what the channel was originally meant to be, which was self-improvement.
Yo! Why?